Let's go! Not over.
Hey, everybody. This is Keith Gleason from the Mighty Mascots back with a episode of Indie Comics Relay, not our normal week. And with me as always, oh, wait a second. Someone's not here. That's because we're doing a Surrounded by Death launch party. And without further ado, my good co-host, creator, and writer of Surrounded by Death, Johnny C. What's up, buddy?
What's up? I was twiddling my thumbs in the green room. I finally know what it's like to be on the other side.
Wow, it's awkward talking when there's no one right next to you.
See, I have that. So that was the whole secret with Carson and McMahon, right? Okay. Is that Carson on his own, he was good, but he was like sometimes a little stiff. Like when you have like the big chuckling oaf next to you, right? Like it helps.
Well, yeah. What do you got? Carson, McMahon. You got Stern and Quivers. You got, Opie and Anthony. I mean, it's true.
I make a wonderful black woman.
Awesome, dude. Can I be the first to congratulate you? You are kicking ass on Kickstarter,
dude.
It's awesome. I mean, I know we build this as a launch party, but you're already funded. I mean, that is incredible. I mean,
so that's the thing is that even though I'm funded, like the momentum doesn't need to die down.
Right.
Only because
yeah.
I was telling a friend of mine, like he goes, you're already, he goes, somebody's not really into comics, but wanted to support me. And they're like, well, you're already funded. You don't need my pledge. And I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah. No, I mean,
so
come on, come on, guy. You know,
I'm like, support no matter what, right? Number one.
The thing people got to think of too, and it's as often like you'll see this with a lot of Kickstarters and Indiegogos, especially the ones that you get a comic book that's 48 pages, right? And then maybe the perk is at like a 25 starting bid. You got to think the more people that get involved, the more people that back, as stretch goals get unlocked. I mean, you're buying in at a certain level, but you're bringing in so much stuff on top of that. You know, look at my campaign, for instance. People bought in at like the $15 level just to get issues 4, 5, and 6, right? But because we unlocked so much, not only did they get all 3 issues, they got a poster, they got a pin set, they got what else? They got a pack of cards. They got a bookmark. I love the pack
of cards.
Oh, thanks. Like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like that's the whole point of crowdfunding.
Getting this big box in the mail was awesome, and it's full of stuff. Like
that's what I'm saying.
The best part about it is like, look at this. This is all a bunch of cool stuff that I'm hoping to do the same. Is to add a little. Like, well,
that's what I'm trying.
That's stretch goals.
That's what I want to say is the people that buy in at like the $10 or $15 level, the higher it goes, the more stuff they're going to get. So it's always good to keep backing and push it as far as you can. Plus, whatever you make over, I mean, creators need money for conventions. They need, I mean, you name it. We need money for everything. You know, I mean, it doesn't just end with the book. You know what I mean? So it's like
Yeah.
there's a million expenses that people don't think about. You know, running a website, you know, travel costs, hotels, like whenever you
All
go. I
that.
mean, there's everything. All that money could be folded into the creators' pockets to do more and get more. You know, and the other great thing about your Kickstarter, are you seeing a lot of new people, like a new fans backing it, names you haven't heard of?
Yeah, I am actually, which is nice. I think some of
that's
that can be
good.
contributed to the fact that, you know, on the first day we got a Projects That We Love badge from Kickstarter.
Yeah, I saw that, dude. That's awesome. I don't think I know anybody. You're the first person I know that had one of those, I think.
Oh,
you know?
wow. I thought it was common. I didn't know. I mean, but that means, you know, we were featured on the main page for the Discover section.
Yes.
And I think we might still be. It might be, I don't know, we may have gotten phased out by now, but
no, I think you're still there. What happens is you just go lower and lower, you know? So like, as they add more people. So that's great, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah, thanks, man.
We should I noticed that we have an artist with us tonight, somebody that we both know, which is great. So let's bring him in. We'll throw him into the discussion. We never had him on the show either.
I know. We should have his own show. Like he really should have an episode on his own. Yeah, but
and with further ado is our good friend Ryan. Hey Ryan, what's going on? How's it going, buddy?
Oh, it's
good to see you, man. Good to see you, man.
Congratulations.
What's that? Oh,
thank you so much.
It's incredible.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't expect it.
Before we get and I also want to mention to the chat tonight, we've got a few people watching us. Hey guys, stick around. We may get crazy and throw out the link so some of the people in the chat can come in the show tonight. That would be awesome.
I already did on the Surrounded by Death page.
Did you really?
Yeah, so it's open. If you want to come on the stream tonight,
do you want to come on?
The Surrounded by Death page on Facebook. Click the link and we can just throw you right in with us.
Yeah, come on in and we'll
come crash the party.
Yeah, we'll crash some party crashes. Be fantastic. Hey,
I was just gonna say I'm really excited to have Ryan on. I personally think Ryan should have an episode all to himself because he's such an awesome creator.
Yeah, well, yeah, definitely. We'll have Ryan back at some point and do a real in-depth interview with him. It'd be great.
So I got to talking with Ryan at Trace City Comic-Con, which was in Fall River a few weeks ago.
Okay.
That's Joe Souza's show there. And, you know,
I missed that one. I wanted to go to that.
Yeah. It was a little bit of a lull in the show. Yeah. It was really good. So we got to chatting, and you know, he shared some stuff of a concept that he's working on that I'm absolutely thrilled by, and I really hope he gets to it next. I really want to see this concept developed.
Okay, what do you got?
Me too.
Well, so do you want to talk a little bit about it, Ryan, for a minute?
Sure, I guess I could.
Please do. Give the pitch.
Okay.
Say everything you told me except for spoilers.
No spoilers. Okay.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. So the working title is Brick. It could be Red Brick. I don't know. So it's pretty much the Wizard of Oz kind of meets Bone, but if Bone was a jerk. So what it is so it's like this guy gets kind of transported into another world, and he has to try to navigate this world with the help of his little friend who's a brick. He's an actual red brick. So the guy gets transported into this world, and he is on the road to find his way out. That's basically what it is. But this red brick has its own ideas of what it needs to do. So awesome. the concept came from, if you ever seen The Wizard of Oz, it begins with the yellow brick road that she follows. It kind of twists around out of the Munchkin land. If you notice, there's a red brick road that goes in the opposite direction. So that's kind of where the idea came from, where it was originally this girl goes on her journey, and this is a man who goes on his journey. So it's
I never noticed the red brick road in Wizard of Oz. I got to go back and see that. Yeah. I feel like I'm being Mandela affected right now.
Hey, we got a guest that popped into the green room. Someone that I'm not familiar with, but go ahead, Ryan. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
It's all right. There's two brick roads that kind of intertwine at Munchkin Lane, and the idea just came from that.
That's so wild.
Yeah, so it's going to be instead of this girl's journey, it's this man's journey through this crazy land, being led by a brick that has its own ulterior motives to everything. So it initially starts off with him in his office, and things are boring. I think a whole issue of a boring comic would be great, but it's gonna end up.
I think so.
I think so. It'll be funny. So I think in his cubicle, what happens is he sees a mustache with eyes, a little creature that looks like a mustache with eyeballs, and he chases it out of the office, and then just like automatically, he ends up into this other world. There's no tunnels, no doorways, nothing. It's just he just appears in this other world. And that's kind of where it starts. So
love it.
Yeah, awesome. So
I have some small, concept art of Brick and characters and the whole thing.
Do you have a concept art of Brick handy that you can pull up while we're bringing in the other guest?
Bring it up on your screen, and you can share your screen.
We can share your screen too.
So we had two people pop into the green room. And the first one, let's get some introductions here. Patrick Iverson Sarah. How's it going, Pat?
What's up, Keith?
Pat, how's the kiddo?
It's going. He's big, dude.
I bet, man.
Thanks for joining the show, Pat. How do you know our honored guest here, Johnny?
Oh, I wouldn't say honored, but go on.
Oh no, you should say honored. You should say honored, Johnny. I'm looking forward to it. Come Friday, you're gonna get another backer, maybe more.
Oh,
very
man.
cool, very cool.
Generous,
are you a creator as well, Patrick? Or?
I worked with Johnny on the project he did right before this with Jack Holder.
Oh, okay. For the what was it? The anthology there.
Yep.
Great Commandment.
Great Commandments. Yep. Yeah. Awesome.
So,
that's great.
I needed an artist at the last minute. Pat kind of hit me up saying that, he was interested in doing something. And I told him, I was like, look, it's not often where somebody right out of the gate gets a big opportunity. And, I was able to give that to Pat, and, he came out swinging, and he did a hell of a fine job for a first time.
I think I caught you off guard at first, to be honest with you. You're like, hey, that's what I'm looking at. And then all of a sudden I'm already throwing stuff at you.
Yeah, no, that's
awesome though. But when an artist does that, writers love that stuff. To be honest with you, I love when my artist brings me things. Sometimes it's like against very rarely though, like where it's like something that you don't want, but like sometimes they bring something and it's like, oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, let's go with it. You know what I mean? So it's like
sometimes a little bit of exterior perspective is helpful. Yeah,
yeah,
sure.
Definitely. And let's bring our other guest in, which I haven't seen this guy in a while, Mr. Jesse Lundberg. Jesse, you there?
Yeah, Jesse.
Wait, he seems to be there, but I don't know what's going on.
He might be still booting up.
Yeah, maybe. Jesse, try if you got a laptop, come in with the laptop. It's a little better usually.
In the meantime, big shout out to Ara in the chat. Thanks for backing, Ara.
Yeah, actually, before we go any further, let's say hello to the chat tonight, because these guys are always part of the show as well. You got my wife Amy joining us.
Thank you so much, Amy. Appreciate it.
We got Patrick. I see him in there.
Pat's in there.
Oliver from the Cryptonauts.
He's over here now.
Yeah, Oliver from the Cryptonauts came in. I love those guys.
Oliver, hey, what's up, man?
It was good to see them.
We'd love to have you back.
Ara, of course. Sorry I'm late. Hey, Ara.
You're never late, Ara. You're always on time. We're on Ara time.
And look at this. I backed your Kickstarter.
I know
Johnny.
he did. He very generous pledge from Ara. Very generous pledge from Patrick too. Like so many people, such an outpouring of support. I mean, really, I say the campaign got a Project We Love badge and all this, like, traffic and stuff. It's really you guys pledging and flooding the campaign help boost things, and I'm forever grateful.
I read number 4 of Mighty Mascots. I loved it. Thanks, buddy.
Awesome.
glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, that story is my favorite so far. So I hope you like the way it turns out. Yeah. So awesome. I'm glad. So yeah, like Ryan, did you have that image you wanted to show?
Yeah, I got an image.
All right. So there should be a thing on the bottom there to share your screen. Do you see that?
Where does it say it?
It should be right at the bottom of your screen. It says share screen. If you share that, I can give you control so you can show the image.
Yeah, I don't see share.
Yeah, Johnny, you see it on yours somewhere?
Yeah, but I'm on a desktop. Is he on a laptop, desktop, tablet?
It should be the same.
Okay.
Where do you see it on yours, Johnny? Because on mine, it's at the bottom.
It's at the bottom where there's mute, stop cam, mic, share, and leave studio.
Yeah, I don't have share.
Oh, okay. Well,
right.
Let me see.
I was just.
You can post you can post a link to the private chat if you want. Do you see the private chat?
Yeah. If you got a link for a file, send it over to Keith. He can get it up there.
Yeah, and anybody out there in the audience in the chat that wants to come in, say hi to Johnny. Any of us, let us know. We'll share the link out. We'd love to have you guys come in. We're thinking about actually in a couple weeks, and this why you guys are in here as well. If you have a project to promote, hey, Don Shin's in the chat.
Thank you, Don.
Shin. Don, good to see you, buddy. If you want to come in, let me know. I'll share the link out. But what was I going to say? I lost my train. Oh, in a few weeks, I want to do our first Indie Comics Relay open mic night on a Wednesday, which everybody kind of comes in. They have 5 minutes, and they can pitch. They could promote whatever they want. They could promote their artwork, their comics, their YouTube channel, their demo disc, whatever they want, bring it in. You got 5 minutes, and what's that, Johnny?
I was just gonna say, speaking of promoting, Pat, have you done anything since we've worked together? Anything else? That is.
I've got some people that have actually approached me for different things.
Nice.
I haven't had a chance to really. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I can get myself on my laptop because the phone is not that great, to be honest with you.
Okay.
No, I've had a few.
If you need to dip out, I can see you in the back room and I can bring you back in.
Yeah, we can always bring it back in if you need to.
No, I think the phone might work fine. My computer's just being a pain. I'd rather.
I know what that's
Ryan's
like.
Back too.
Hey, Ryan.
Nice. There we go, Ryan.
Yeah.
I threw the link out there. We'll see.
I'm actually.
We're gonna get crazy tonight.
To work on another anthology.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, the Stupid
Nice.
Kids anthology.
Oh, hang on 1 sec. I think we got Jesse this time. There he is.
Hey,
Dude,
Jesse.
what's up?
How's it going,
Awesome.
man?
Say something so see if we can hear you. We're not.
No
We're
audio.
not. Are you on mute on your screen on the layout here?
Oh, he'll be back, I'm sure.
Yeah, he'll be back.
So, can you talk about the anthology that you might be working on, Patrick?
Yes. I did what I took all the advice that you and Jack had given me and everybody else I had talked to, and just kind of went around looking at different things, kind of threw my name in, and all of a sudden I started having people asking me to help write, to illustrate, everything.
Very cool.
Nice.
I got actually approached to do something for another one coming out called the Stupid Kids Anthology.
Okay.
I have a few people that asked me to help co-write, to help illustrate, and then to actually, I've actually been working on one myself where I'm going to do solo everything.
No,
Awesome,
nice, dude. That's awesome.
That's how it starts. You start jumping in an anthology, and all of a sudden, people see your work, and it starts turning into other jobs, and that's how it snowballs.
And then
Yeah, for sure.
right before that too.
Can we hear Jesse?
Got working in there.
Yeah,
No
we got
way.
it.
Sorry, Pat.
No,
Yeah. Pat, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
no, that's my fault. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you. No, somebody you guys both know actually messaged me on Facebook right around the same time I was getting connected with the different things. wanting me to submit for the next book that they do, and that's Russell.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Russell.
Yep.
Yeah, very
Terrific.
cool.
Oh, that
He
is
wanted
so
me
awesome.
to try to get connected with that because I told him that I knew Johnny and that I'd worked with him. So
Very cool, dude.
That's awesome. Is it going to be for the next Cthulhu or?
I think that's what he's looking at. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
I might be bugging you a little bit, Johnny.
No problem, man. By all
No
means,
problem.
feel free. I'm always there for you, bro.
And
And when it comes time for you to promote your own stuff, you come back to the show and we'll have you on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely.
of course, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do a proper interview, you know. We'll get to
I've,
know you from beginning to present day, you know.
All three of these creators really deserve their own episode because they're all fantastic individuals, they're supremely talented, and they have their own creative projects that definitely deserve a spotlight, you know.
Yeah, definitely. And Jesse, I saw the Surrounded by Death. I guess it's a variant cover, right, Johnny?
Variant cover that
brilliant
Jesse
idea
did,
to kind of ape the Mallrats poster. I thought that was fantastic.
That was all Jesse. That was all Jesse's brain on that one.
That's perfect. We'll have to show that after. So you guys want to show the video real quick for the Surrounded by Death campaign? All right, let me bring it up here, and let me make it. Hang on, let me make it full screen here.
You got it.
All right, let's go. Can you guys hear the sound?
Yep.
All right, cool. Awesome, dude. Awesome.
Thanks, man.
That's great. That came. You know what I wanted to say to you? I love actually the beginning of the video when you're showing the establishing shots. That was very Romero, because didn't he do that? I think at the end of Dawn of the Dead, right? Like where he's just showing all the different, something like that. Very similar. I like that.
So some, it's funny. I got a little criticism from the video because it doesn't have me as a floating head talking all this stuff about the production of the campaign, and I feel like I did enough of that in the page itself, featuring all my collaborators.
Yeah, no, I think you
like
did
that.
it perfectly, because most of the campaigns I'm seeing nowadays is 30 seconds. It's just, here's the book. It's sometimes they'll throw in words like, in a world or whatever, like an announcer voice or whatever, but that's all you need. People don't want to sit there for more than a minute watching the video, right? Wouldn't you guys agree with that? I mean, when you check out a Kickstarter, if you see 3 minutes, I'm like, I'm kind of out of here. It's so stupid. It's the attention span thing,
I've heard it either way. Some people like the video, some people don't. It's kind of like split 50-50, you know what I mean? You either drink iced coffee or hot coffee.
Definitely. So Johnny, did you approach Jesse and Ryan when you started the campaign, or did you have stuff going with them before this?
Well, so I mean, I see these guys at shows all the time.
Oh yeah,
we always chit chat. Jesse for a
Familia.
Con Familia, yeah. There's no such thing as the mafia.
Yeah.
With Jesse, he always kind of had the idea of doing like the Mallrats spoof.
Oh, really? I thought that was something new that just kind of came out of nowhere. So okay, so that's cool.
It was but then I was like, I kind of had my idea of like a cover I wanted.
Okay.
So if you see the preview edition of issue 2, which is on Global Comics, and Jesse's got a few physical copies of that. That was kind of an idea I wanted to see visualized, and he was obliged to do it.
Okay.
And then we kind of got the idea, well, let's do a pair, like, so that way he can have some at his table to sell, and he can, kind of have it as an exclusive thing for Lundberg Graphics. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
And that's where we decided, well, we might as well put that Mallrats idea to use.
So now, is the Mallrats cover, what cover is that going to be for which issue?
Issue 1.
Issue 1. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Because now Jesse will be able to sell 1 and 2. Is that the
exactly?
Oh, we got a huge guest with us. Oh my God.
A huge guest?
John Chin. What's up, buddy? How's it going, Don?
Hey, Don. How's it going, man?
I'm doing good. Happy Wednesday, guys.
Yeah, it's
Wednesday.
Man.
You know what that means.
Thanks for joining us. So yeah, we're just talking. I don't know if you had a chance to look at Johnny's campaign, but he's already hit his goal within 24 hours. It's crazy.
Wow,
yeah, I know.
Awesome.
Would have never expected it, Don.
I didn't. Yeah, man. I told Johnny he'll definitely hit the goal, but I didn't. Even me, I was like, it'd probably be a week or two, before you hit like 70%, and it was like, holy crap, within 24 hours. Amazing, dude. Amazing. So happy for you,
myself. I thank you. I appreciate it. I just owe it to everybody I know who really came out swinging with support, and I'm humbled, really. Just
no.
It's one of those feelings like on your birthday when everybody sends you a card. You just feel special. Same thing. And I was so nervous the night before. Literally, I made a post on Facebook, and it was honest to God truth. I wasn't that nervous about something pre-launch since my junior prom asking Julie Leonard out in high school.
Really?
And I swear to God, I've never been that nervous except for that other moment. And it's just like,
look at this.
After that, asking girls was easy. So hopefully Kickstarter will be easy after this too.
I expected it, Johnny. You're awesome. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Ara. You're the best, man. You're a patron saint.
Johnny, I get that though, because being on Kickstarter or Indiegogo, if you don't make your goal, it's kind of like a public shame in almost a way, because it never goes away. Because if you search for Johnny's Kickstarter 3 years from now, it would still be there showing that you didn't make the goal,
Oh, believe me, the flubbed campaign I launched by accident.
I forgot about that.
That's still there too.
So tell everybody what happened with that.
Oh, yeah. So that's a fun story too. So in the process of building my campaign, I wanted to give myself a lot of lead time because I had a lot of projects on my plate. I was working on the 3rd story for Cthulhu for Russell's thing, and I was doing the show, and we were doubling down on episodes. So I was like, I'm going to really have to take a lot of time and do a little bit each night to build the campaign page, right? And so being a very greenhorn when it came to Kickstarter, this is my first campaign. It said prepare to launch. And I'm like, oh, okay, this will get me the link I can share around. Okay. And I kind of had a half-built campaign at this point. Placeholder images, links weren't collected, things like that. And I hit the prepare to launch, and it goes, you're now live. And I'm like, I had that sinking feeling. Like, oh no, this thing's out there right now. And I had like a little panic, and I canceled it. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just tweak it and relaunch it. And I didn't know that, Kickstarter, once you launch, that's it. You can't change anything. You can't delete it.
I almost did that myself. The couple of times that I did Kickstarter, it's like there should be like a thing that pops up and says, "Are you sure you want to do this?" or something like that.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I have an itchy trigger finger, and I don't read things fully. I'm the type of guy, you hand me like 2 pills, I'll take, and I go, what did I just take?
Yeah. Awesome. We have another guest in the back room. I don't know.
Oh
this
no!
guy.
Who else do we have?
Philip Mara. Hey, Phil.
Oh,
How's it going? Now,
what's up,
I'm not
Phil?
familiar with you, Phil. Now, Johnny, introduce us.
So
Take
I've
it
actually
over.
never personally met Phil, but we do have a Twitter group that we kind of like a little secret society Twitter group that
Okay.
we all chit chat with, and we kind of help each other out and support each other.
Is this
and
like a creator after network kind of thing?
kind of. It's more of just like a bunch of indie guys that have each other's back. So
Very
Very
supportive.
cool.
yeah, very supportive. Phil's
Welcome
of
to the
that
show,
group.
Phil. Thanks for
Phil?
joining us.
Your campaign just ended?
It'll end tomorrow morning. I'm at little less than 12 hours.
Oh, great.
12
Well,
hours to
we'll
go.
show the campaign video too to see if we can get you some last minute backers.
Yeah.
Share the link in the private chat when you get a chance.
Could you, Phil, share that link, please? You got it, man.
What's your book?
Oh, so right now I'm kickstarting my 2 self-published anthologies, Crackle 1 and 2, and yeah, they're pretty much all the stories I've ever written.
Very cool.
They are a little mix of slice of life and drama, some fantasy, what I would call magical realism, and yeah, I'm just I just had the random, like I had these stories and I was looking for reprints, and I was thinking I can either reprint them myself or I can do a Kickstarter and get more new fans and you know, not pay for the reprint fees out of pocket. And I had this random idea, and then like 2 weeks later, I had the Kickstarter, or it was already was live. And as Johnny was saying, all of the creators that I met with Johnny with, they're all Kickstarter people, and so I was able to lean on them and have them inspect to make this, which was my first Kickstarter, as the best it could be. And yeah, like I said, it's just everyone just very supportive.
Awesome. That's good. That's what we try to be here at our show here. We try to, promote any and everybody and just promote the love of comics, So that's what we are. We just, we love creators. We love learning about creators and learning about projects and, definitely. So yeah, I said to Phil and any of you guys, if you have anything you want to promote, share it in the private chat, and we'll share it out tonight.
Please do,
some eyes on everything,
share that link.
And but since we're celebrating Surrounded by Death, one thing I wanted to take a look at is actually the campaign itself, Johnny. See if you could go over, as we look through it, see is there a suite is there a featured perk that you want people to know about, to take a look at? Is there a perk that's your favorite that potential backers?
Yeah, there's 2 perks actually.
Okay. So yeah, sorry about that. It's okay.
I was sending a link out to see if we can get somebody else on, but
okay.
So as far as the perks go, the 2 main perks I feel that are my most favorite. If you scroll down, this is the little description of the story. If you scroll down on the main part, there you go. Yep, keep going. Okay. Right to the rewards section. It'll say rewards.
All right, let's do that. You set this up really nice too with the words.
I felt like the blood was a little overkill. And by the way, I did all the graphic work. I did all the graphic work myself, and it shows because I'm a writer and not a graphic artist.
It worked though for this campaign.
At all.
This is still my favorite image.
Yes, Joe Martinez, his work is fantastic. Eugen Bedivu, he's the colorist. Mark Alvarado, he's the cover artist. There's the actual coffee.
The coffee, yeah. Right.
And there's Joe Martinez. There's Mark Alvarado. There's the colorist Eugen Bedivu. He's from Moldova. Brenton Barnes. There's all of us in San Diego. Reward tiers. Bingo. Here we go. This cover right here.
Image. Yeah, this is great.
So San Diego, somewhere in that building, in that hall, that convention hall, I went from being a fan to a aspiring creator.
Okay.
So I've always loved that. I love that convention.
Yeah.
I love that show. I love that building itself. The architecture itself is just so beautiful. And I think any individual that goes to Comic-Con, when they look at this structure right here, this is the 2 twin escalators that have a glass elevator in between it. That is pretty much what you do when you first walk into Comic-Con in San Diego. This is what you see. And I just thought it would be really special, given that we're exhibiting online this year at home, our booth.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do an exclusive to coincide with the Kickstarter. So I got the very talented Chris Mad to do this cover, basically conceptualize it the way I saw it in my head.
That's
he
great.
took actual photo reference of the convention center to do this. And
then
it's our
all the cosplayers.
with all the cos. Yeah, these are all cosplays. So I made a point to actually let him know that everybody needs to have a badge or to look like they're a cosplayer, just so we can kind of circumvent licensing issues here.
Yeah,
But,
right.
You know what I mean? So, like, if you look at Man-Thing, his human hand is poking out of his right hand there,
Oh yeah.
holding a Comic-Con bag.
Okay.
Yeah, and that Frank Castle's like plus size on purpose, you
Yeah.
know. And I'm over there in the far right corner. So
Where?
you know,
Where?
it's,
Far right corner. Far right. Oh, there you are, right here.
yeah,
Yeah, zombified. That's great.
and that's
That's a
Chris
great
Mad.
job, man. He got a
Thanks.
lot
Yeah,
of
that's
cool,
awesome.
cool characters in this.
So
this is an
this,
exclusive cover.
this is an exclusive cover that's going to collect the 2 issues 1 and 2, which is over 55 pages of story content,
Oh,
plus an 8-page exclusive that's going to be an epilogue that's actually going to tell the real ending of issue 2, the truth of the matter. And it's actually going to be illustrated by my Sartana artist. So I'm going to have a little bit of a different
So you get a
style.
couple different artists working
Only
on the
be-
book.
Right, only because it's like a secret 8-page epilogue. I like to, if anybody who's watched Justice League Unlimited,
Yeah.
they did a true finale to Batman Beyond in that show.
Yeah.
Baked
yeah, I
in.
remember
It was
that.
called
Yeah.
Epilogue.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to cap off this volume with an epilogue, but I also wanted to have a different art so it looks mysterious even. You know what I mean?
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
And
That's
so
very
now
cool.
this,
So what now where do you get is this its own tier and you can only
This-
get it in this one tier?
this is its own tier. It's not available yet in the campaign. So
Oh,
next
really?
Next
Okay.
week is Comic-Con at Home.
Okay.
And so Comic-Con at Home is going to run from the 22nd to the 25th. I'm actually going to extend it to the 26th because I like to break the law.
Okay.
So that's where that tier is going to go live. So
Okay.
for anybody who's already backed, there's going to be 20 exclusive add-ons that you can add in that time frame that will feature this cover. So don't let that hesitate you from backing now if there's something else you want, because you're going to be able to get this cover as an add-on, but it's only limited to 20. Now,
Gotcha.
the main
Now,
tier, if
are
you've
you only
already
going to
ba-
print are you only going
Sorry.
to print the specific number of this cover to make it like extra
Yes.
collectible? Okay.
Yes, this will only be so. There's only 2 times where this will be available.
Okay.
Now, and when I return to San Diego, be it if it's going to happen in November or next July.
Gotcha.
So those are the only
Gotcha.
times this, and then we'll be super limited too. Like it's going to be first come, first serve, low number prints. So it's either now or then, but then you'll actually have to be physically in San Diego. This is your chance where if you're not going to be in San Diego, you can enjoy it just the same because it's San Diego Comic-Con at Home.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Don. Yes. So
That's
there's
awesome.
there's going to be a limited to 50 in its own individual tier. So if you're
Okay.
waiting on the volume, this is it right here. This is the one that's going to
Gotcha.
open up during Comic-Con.
What is
you know,
what is this perk going to be? Do you know the price yet, or can you share that, or is that
the price is only $30.
$30 and you get the book, right?
You got the
You get
issues
it
1 and 2
signed?
collected,
You get it signed by you.
signed by me.
And
Issues 1 and 2 collected.
What
It's
else
gonna
is
get-
included in it?
It's going to have the 8-page epilogue that's exclusive.
Okay.
And then it'll also include any stretch goals. So if you actually keep going, you'll see our stretch goals laid out, and we can actually feature
All right,
some of
yeah.
Ryan's work here.
Gotcha. All right, yeah, let's take a look.
Yep, there's
Curious
Chris Mad, everybody.
Oh, this
for
is the guy
reference.
that did the cover, Chris.
This
Matt?
is the guy. Yep, this is
I
the
don't know if
guy.
I've ever met Chris. Is he from
Chris-
the New England area or no?
He is from New Jersey, actually.
Gotcha. I don't know if I've ever met
Yeah,
him. He's
he is
talented, very
awesome.
talented.
So talented. He did the cover for Jared Brown's book, Advent Dark, the special cover for that.
Oh, is it the one with the bear and all that?
The one with the bear. Yeah,
Yeah,
same
that
guy.
That was
So
great.
good. So these are Mark Alvarado. That's the standard cover right there.
Oh, this is
Here's
the Jesse.
Jesse's. Yeah, so Jesse, do you want to talk a little bit about your cover while we're here at this point?
Sure. Can you actually hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
we got you. We got you.
Gotcha.
Okay. I can't tell. Yeah, no, I mean, originally, like what Johnny said was wanted to do a Mallrats homage cover.
Okay.
And I originally did the preview edition also, like he said, and that got me thinking. I'm like, oh, you know, if I get some copies of this for sale at my table, it's kind of weird to jump in on number 2. So why don't we talk about possibly doing another one? And then, you know, COVID
Totally
hit.
makes sense.
So I had no real reason to jump on it right away. And then last week he comes to me and is like, "Do you still have that layout for the Mallrats cover?" "Yeah, I've got it somewhere." "Do you think you can get to me by Monday?" So
good old Johnny giving you all that time to work on
So
it.
within-
right?
The pressure's on. Hey.
So within about
Jesse
like
is a
4
sketch off champion, so he works best under pressure.
Yeah. Yeah, so for people that don't know, Johnny does this thing at conventions because Johnny's like an MC at a lot of shows around this area, and he does his own panel called Sketch Off, which is really cool, where he has 2 artists that compete. It's almost like Whose Line Is It Anyways meets like sketching basically, and
Head to
2
head
artists
sketching.
like they sketch whatever the audience wants them to sketch, and just so you guys know what we're talking about, and that's what kind of Sketch Off is. And I've done some. Jesse's been a part of them. I think Ryan, have you done a Sketch Off?
Ryan didn't. Ryan, didn't you win Vermont one year?
Yes, I did. Yep.
That's
Awesome.
right, you did.
Ryan beat me in Vermont. I believe it came down to me and Ryan in Vermont.
Oh, really?
But we all lost because we were at Vermont Comic Con. Just kidding. That was a good show.
It's good for me. Good for me.
Yeah, right. But yeah, Jesse, I gotta compliment you. I think both covers look great, and I think that was a great idea to do 1 and 2, and also have them to sell. Plus, you have your own zombie comic called Harold the Happy Human Eater. So this will just be like you can have the adult version of that, basically, with Johnny's book, you know?
Yeah. So the other thing I wanted to just mention real quick is that Jesse's the most sold tier on the campaign right now.
Awesome. Great job, Jesse.
Yeah, so his covers are selling the most. And those are actually limited as well. There's only 25 of those. And
That's
that
perfect.
doesn't have an add-on because I just didn't want to devalue it for him to be able to sell it at his booth. So there's 25 only. There's only 25.
You sell them through there, and then Jeff, if you guys want some, you can contact Jesse or come see him at a convention and pick it up there directly from him. Get it signed. Get it signed from Johnny too if he's at that same show. You know, so
not
that's
to
great.
put the pressure on Jesse, but he'll sketch the back cover
and
something fierce for you.
So he's your agent now, Jesse. He's putting gigs out there for you. I'm just kidding. Well, let's scroll through the rest of this real quick, huh? What'd you say, Jesse?
I said I found that the back cover of the preview edition of Volume 2 is completely black. So I've been using paint pens on it and doing full sketches on the back.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea because it'll look
cool.
something kind of unique too. Because usually it's like a blank sketch cover and then people kind of draw over it. So that's kind of different, which is nice.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah.
He did one at Troy City.
Yeah, no, people don't know the coffee. Sometimes they don't know the coffee goes with this, and you got a special blend from somewhere, right? What? Tell everybody about the coffee.
Yeah, so sometimes people don't realize there's a comic to go with the coffee. So, but there is a coffee blend, and that's actually something that was developed by Sudbury Coffee Works alongside myself. And that was just a pure coincidence. When I worked with Mark Elliott, who's the primary creator of Surrounded by Death, he conceived the initial idea. One of the storylines was that there was a coffee blend in the book that everybody loved, and that was kind of a quest. When it ran dry, there was a quest that had to happen to get more. And I said, well, wait a minute. I worked in this small town cafe in my formative years, my middle school and teenage and early college years, and he was a roaster. So I linked up with them, and we put together the actual blend from the book as it's described in the book, and we sell it alongside.
That's a great idea.
Of the comic.
Good marketing. It's very.
Thanks,
and I
man.
love your setup. It shows, like, for people that don't know, when Johnny does a convention, he has a whole setup where you can get a cup of coffee, you can buy coffee from him directly, and you also get the comic. So,
go ahead. I'm sorry, Keith, not to cut you off, but if you notice in the trailer and in the last panel of the book, the main character Matt stands on a portable cafe bar. So I wanted to bring that bar to life in the comic book, in the convention floor. So I did that. I created the Espresso Presto Cafe, which is the coffee from the book for people to approach at the conventions. And while we're on the subject at the moment, I actually just got approval today for Terrificon to be able to
bring
up the pop-up cafe. So the pop-up cafe will return at the end of the month at Terrificon in Connecticut at Mohegan Sun. So looking forward to that as well.
Getting excited for Terrificon. I can't wait.
Terrificon's going to be a great show.
Ryan, Jesse, any of you guys doing Terrificon?
Oh yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Great. Be great to see you, man. Jesse, you doing it or no?
No, I'm not doing Terrificon.
No, not doing Terrificon. It's looking like a great show this year. Wow. Just comic guests alone. So I'm excited about that. But anyways, back to this. So yeah, if you see Johnny, the great thing, I always talk to Johnny about his setup at conventions, and it's almost getting to the point that you want it, Johnny. So Johnny pictures eventually having a booth where he can serve coffee, and he'll have like little chairs there for people to sit, drink their coffee, and browse through, copies of Surrounded by Death. But also there might be zombie cosplayers there kind of walking around, and just adds to the whole overall marketing of the book, which I think is a great idea.
I was a little late to the game and booking for Terrificon this year because I wasn't sure it was going to happen. But to facilitate that idea, I need a corner 10x10 booth that allows for pass-through.
Okay.
And then at that point, I could have a little bit more extra room to bring in cosplayers as zombies and, give them the full makeup, job, and just, have people come snap photos, feel like they're really in the comic.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's fantastic. Great. Fantastic idea. Fantastic marketing. I even love this, the barista bundle. You get you get an apron, you get a collector's mug, you get the book.
Yeah, this is the other primary tier that's my favorite aside from the San Diego one. This was limited to 50. 5 of them were part of an early bird special. There's 45 left. I don't know how many are left now at this point, but essentially what this gets you is a collector mailer's box, a gifted mug, so that when it gets shipped to you, it doesn't get broken in the process, because it's in its own little branded box. It's a collector's box. You're going to get the barista apron, which is the green barista apron from the comic. Our Cliff the zombie. He's our key zombie in this book. He's, it's his apron essentially. So we do have that. I wear it at shows. I love it because I keep, convention money in one pocket and my cell phone in the other, and I can just, walk around with it. It's handy. And I also figured, like, who doesn't need an apron in the kitchen or like at the barbecue? So
Yeah,
like this
right.
is something that would come in handy. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to
definitely.
be like
Definitely.
something where
It's
know
a cool
just 'cause of the
collector's
comic.
item too from the book, and
I'd rather people use it. You know what I mean? Put it to good use.
I'm gonna
and then
say
you-
something too. I think the
Yeah.
post office will take you up on the challenge on trying to break those mugs.
I know,
'Cause,
right?
you know.
Hopefully they won't though. The way
Yeah,
I pack
hopefully-
it up.
Yeah.
And then you get a shirt, the 2 standard covers, and a bag of coffee, all for $100. I thought it was
Very
a pretty
cool.
good
And
deal.
Don, I think you did some mugs too, right, for your X-Force campaign, X-Force
Yeah,
Reloaded.
yeah, I have X-Force mugs.
Did you do one for Beard Zerker or no?
No, not for Beard Zerker. But
Oh yeah, I like that. Look at that. It's like
That's
cover.
awesome.
Very cool. I think
Thanks,
Amy
man.
got one of those, so we have that at the house. I've been afraid to put it in the dishwasher though. It should be dishwasher safe, right?
So my
Yeah.
well,
Yeah. Okay.
I was just gonna say my mugs, the ones I've had back from 2016, the initial set I had made, only now with heavy use, like everyday use, are starting to slowly peel a little bit. So it's these are pretty good quality mugs in terms of them standing the test of time.
Apron is good for
Exactly.
protecting clothes
Apron
from
is
splatter.
That
Jeff
is
Zombie's
accurate.
wearing aprons. How chic. Or
Yes,
chic, is that how you
very
say it?
much.
Chic. Chic.
However
chic.
you want to cut it.
Is that how you say it? Okay. I love it. Ara said he loves sketch off. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, that's always
Thanks,
a fun thing
Ara.
at the show. Yeah, let's look at this
There's
is
the
there's a
mailer
nice
box.
box too. So
So the
that's
box is
very
going to have
cool.
that cover and the logo. The only difference is it'll probably be black.
very
So that's
cool,
the
man.
yeah. Thank
Very
you.
cool. I think you did a good job putting this campaign together. Very,
Very good.
cool.
So, yep, we got the t-shirts featured in the music video for Poeticon Minefields.
Awesome. Isn't that that's that cosplayer, right?
Yep, that's Kimberly Michaels.
Yeah,
the
Kimberly
peanut butter.
Michaels. Yeah. That's
Yep,
great.
her husband Michael has a comic book. I think it's called.
Yeah, they're good people. I
Altera.
like them. I like seeing
They
them
are
at shows.
wonderful people. They are awesome people. So here's our stretch goals.
I haven't seen this part. This is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
look
So
at
hey,
this.
look at this. So at 100 backers, which I believe we're like maybe 10, 15 away from that, everybody's going to get this bumper sticker designed by Keith.
Oh, very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I took a
Yep.
stab at redesigning Johnny's logo, and here you go, Johnny. Do whatever you want with it. It's awesome. Glad it's in the campaign, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
absolutely.
this what's the goal before
So-
people get 100 backers? Okay.
100 backers. Yeah. So this one's for 100 backers. I don't know. No, I haven't. This is the longest I haven't looked at the campaign page.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your average time, Phil, on not looking at the campaign page as a first time backer?
While I'm awake, it's honestly like 4 to 5 minutes. Like I'm
Yeah,
constantly-
right. You have to check it every few minutes. Oh, now we're getting into the Ryan Santos trading card set. Now this
Yep.
thing.
So this is already unlocked. So this is
Wow.
Matt, one of our main characters, right here. Matt, Ryan, do you want to talk a little bit about it?
Ryan, this came out excellent, man. This
Yeah,
came
it's
out
pretty.
excellent. Very good job.
Thanks. Yeah, Johnny came up to me and said he had an idea for maybe one card. Let's do a card because he knows I did like Topps cards and Star Wars cards and all that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff. So he said he wanted to have Pete stirring his coffee with his gun. That was his one idea. So That's
Okay.
what I want to do. So I said, okay, that sounds good. Why don't we do all three of the characters around the same table? So there's three cards,
okay.
and the three characters are at different sides of the same table. So that,
Okay, so now are all three images here? I haven't looked yet.
Yes. So this
Yes,
is
okay.
this is the card that's unlocked already at 4K. The next
Okay.
level is 4,500,
Okay.
and that's the next card here. This is the one the one coming up here. Next is the one I conceptualized and
Okay.
brought to.
I
brought
really
to Ryan.
the detail though. Ryan, great job.
Phenomenal.
For like a
Phenomenal
trading
work, Ryan.
card. Very cool, man. Very good job. Okay, so here's the second one.
Here's Pete.
I like that, dude. I like that. Great
so
idea.
Pete's described as the on the spectrum, gun-toting, mildly alcoholic maintenance manager of the mall, and he's
Okay.
Matt's best friend. So Matt hates guns. Pete loves them. So obviously he'd be stirring his coffee with a pistol.
I love it. Very funny. Awesome. And then what? Now the third one's unlocked at 5,000.
5,000. So if we make it to 5,000, if we close the
Which I think
$1,000
you're
gap we're currently in, this will unlock Cliff the Zombie. Now, Cliff the Zombie,
Very cool.
there's a secret about this character.
Okay.
And it's kind of teased throughout issues 1 and 2, but it's never fully revealed. It's even talked about in the epilogue and not fully revealed. His actual identity is going to be revealed in the back of the card. So,
oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
so anybody that's a fan of the comic already, this will be a huge reveal.
Yeah. So each card will have a little blurb in the back of it about the character. This one's going to have actual story content that's pertinent to the arc.
Very cool.
It'll move things along nicely. Story.
Very cool, dude.
And it'll actually change the relationship between Matt and Pete a little bit.
Okay. Interesting. And hello, who's that?
Yeah, hello. That's my home phone. Sorry. And right here, so just quick shout out to Bob Sally. His campaign for Jasper Starlight Tavern is also running right now.
Okay.
They just crossed 50% and they launched yesterday as well.
Awesome.
So fun fact, if you go over to his campaign page, you'll see there is a Surrounded by Death strip in his book for his campaign. So,
cool.
That's something you can get. And it's
like a comic strip.
It's so at the one of the first pages of Surrounded by Death, they talk about how did this happen, and basically the residents of the mall have a fun game where they just BS about how they ended up in the zombie apocalypse. So I wrote what actually happened, and I put it in Bob's book, Jasper Starlight Tavern, in a comic strip.
Yeah,
format.
we're trying to get Bob on it in a future episode, so hopefully we'll have him on.
He's a busy guy, but we'll hopefully try to get him on. Yeah,
family, millions of comics, so
we'll
get him on at some point.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
these are just reviews. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Just reviews. Okay. Perfect.
Reviews, endorsements, things like that.
Very cool, Johnny. This is great. So I have a feeling you're going to be figuring out more stretch goals very soon here.
So yeah, the next
look
stretch
at that.
goal.
Look at J Muse. Get J
Muse. Yeah. So it's fun if you scroll up.
Oh, Kevin Smith. Very cool.
Smith. If you scroll up a little bit, I just wanted to make a point that title of the campaign says it's Mallrats meets The Walking Dead, right?
Yeah.
So I've got approval and endorsement from a cast member of The Walking Dead and both Jay and Silent Bob. So it's I've completed this this spectrum of how I tease the book, and then we also got a project we love.
Yeah, congrats, man. That's huge.
I thought that was common. I don't know. I think everybody.
It's not. I think I got project we hate when I did launch mine. When I launched mine, I was like,
I thought that was common. I don't know. I mean,
no, you have to earn that.
Yeah, this is
really, dude?
I mean, this is. Yeah, they don't think they give that to everybody. I mean, if you look at the page versus how many actual Kickstarters are out there, I don't think they give this away lightly.
Well, nice. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but it's there.
Hey, dude, I mean,
Thanks,
I think me and Amy were throwing out some theories. I think it's a combination of you're a super backer, right? So you back a ton of campaigns. I think it's that. Plus, I think, plus having a character in it that's on the spectrum, I think might be something that kind of contributed, a little bit.
Possibly.
Plus, it's horror and a comedy, I think it's all like stuff that a little bit of everything, that brought it to that point, At least that's my guess. I mean, who knows what's in the people's heads over there,
Yeah, I'm not too sure, but yeah. And then, so the other thing, and you'll notice kind of like this scrolling through this page is also like kind of like scrolling through my Facebook feed. There's a lot of photos with me and other people. Yeah. And the reason why I did that is I really wanted to express how much I actually met the people I've collaborated with. So the last face there was Anthony Greco from Comics Wellspring. He's a printer, and I met him in San Diego. I have always gone through him, and he took the time to come to the booth to say hi and put a face to a name. and they actually run a promo that if you promote them on the Kickstarter, they'll cut you a bargain when you go to print. So that's why it shows
Very cool.
Comics Wellspring, not just for the quality of the printing, not just for his personability, but they're cutting a pretty good promo for creators too.
Very cool, dude.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's awesome, Johnny. So yeah, definitely.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna refresh it right now. Let's see if it's gone up at all. Let me add it back to the stream.
Oh, sure. I've shared out the link in the chat. So it's
4241. What was it before? Was that the same as it was?
I think it's the same. I think we were stagnant the show, but that's okay.
All right.
I was just going to say, I really would love a chance to have Phil show his campaign off.
Yeah, I brought up Phil's, and like I said, Jesse, Ryan, if you have anything you want to promote, throw it in the chat. I brought up Don's campaign and also Phil's. So let's take a look at Crackle. This is
please do.
Is the video something quick, Phil?
The video is only a minute long. Thanks, John, for the shout out.
Yeah, perfect length. Hang on, let me bring it up here, and we'll take a look at this. Can you guys hear the sound? Let's take
Yeah, I heard it for a second.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's take a look at Crackle.
Hi, my name is Phil Mara, and welcome to my Kickstarter for Crackle Volume 1 and 2. Crackle is a continuous anthology series. All the stories are written by myself, and I've been lucky to collaborate with artists from all around the world to make these stories come to life.
That's cool.
I've been on Kickstarter for at least 6 years and support over 50 comic projects. This will be my first Kickstarter. I'm very excited to see where this campaign goes, and thank you all for the love and support.
Awesome. That looks great.
Yeah, man. That was dope.
That looks awesome.
Great
Phil,
job,
you need to put some posters on the wall over there. That room's a little bare, man.
That'd be your artwork, man.
Spare bedroom. I have the post. I actually have posters that are in the campaign, and those are downstairs framed, looking all nice.
Nice.
Yeah, awesome.
I got my badges up there. I hung those.
Oh, nice.
Like table badges.
Is there a specific tier level that you were pushing people towards on your campaign?
No, I try to keep it. I mean, this is my first one. I want to keep it simple. You can either get. I tried pushing people for both books because I figured there's going to be a lot of new readers. I try to keep the digital low. The price for both of them together is basically pretty much at cost plus shipping. And I have some fancy posters that I made a couple of years ago that are what I would call narrative posters. They're one-page stories that I just blew up really large because they
just threw it in there. Okay.
Small,
yeah,
so I
very
just blew
cool.
them up. So I had a couple of those since con season really didn't happen last year. So I had about 10 of them, 10 of the 2 designs left. But yeah, like I said, this is my first one. I'm probably going to do another Kickstarter in October for the 3rd volume. Like I said, these are all self-contained a collection of self-contained stories. So you can pick up any of the books.
That's good. And I would suggest keep doing what you did here. Like keep offering volume 1 and volume 2 as well as you add more kin. Because you want to keep building that audience, and because you don't think it'll happen, but you'll always have new people looking to jump in as you grow the brand. So definitely always keep the early volumes available as well. Yeah, this looks great, man. This it's really affordable. I must say, and some of the artwork I saw in the video looks really good. I mean, even look at this page; it's fantastic.
Thanks. Really good.
Yeah. Is it now?
Is this tripped out? I love that.
Is it just all different stories of different genres, or is there a theme with the anthology?
No, they're just all self-contained. There's really no theme.
Okay, so it's just anything. Anything could be in here.
Yeah, I mean, I find that most of my stories revolve around death. Either someone's dying or someone's dealing with a recent death or just their own mortality.
Interesting. Okay.
Very existential of you, Phil.
Yeah.
Well, you know what happens? They become zombies and surrounded by death.
Well, there you go. Yeah, we might have to have a crossover issue or something.
Yeah, when they die off and crackle, they go right over to Johnny's book.
Yeah, it's like going through the TVA and Loki.
Yeah, there you go.
And I was just gonna say, I think Don needs to dip out, so I wanted to give him a chance to chime in
definitely.
too.
I just want to scroll through this real quick, and then Don will take a look at Beardzerker, which I'm also a part of, which I'm happy to be a part of. Yeah, this looks good. Just looks
really good.
Phil.
Very different.
I love this image. Is fantastic.
Keith, can you scroll back up real quick?
Yeah, good artist.
No, I'm sorry. Go back down, Keith. Sorry. One more. Phil, is that you holding two posters or?
Yeah, those are the two narrative posters I described.
Where is it?
Oh, yeah.
Did I miss
Take
it?
a peek. Keep going just a little bit further down, Keith.
Wow.
Go down.
It's an actual photo. Yeah, it's an actual photo.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Those are the narrative posters. Okay, gotcha.
They're huge.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, they're 18 by 24.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful.
And people will get a full size 18 by 24 if they back at that level.
I actually have them as add-ons, so you can if you get any of the physical ones, you can get that as an add-on.
That's a great idea, man. Those look like they look nice as like a piece of artwork that you can hang on your wall. Especially this one, I think.
I went to a legit print shop to get those done, but yeah.
Great job, man.
Gorgeous, Phil.
Yeah, very good. Very cool. I like this part of the panel too, where this dude's holding both panels. I think that's a great idea.
I love that. Yeah.
And this too. It's awesome. Great way to break
creative.
The narrative, you know. Yeah, very cool, nice. Man. So check out Crackle. This is really at a really affordable level, and it looks great.
Yeah, all the artists are paid, so that's why the price is down. So it's just all for printing fees.
Very good, man. Yeah,
you're just trying to get it out there, man.
That's the way to do. Build the audience. Like I said, when you do the third one, keep offering the previous volumes because I think people would be interested in that. Awesome. All right, and then let's take a look at Beardzerker. Now this is awesome. So Don, tell us a little bit about Beardzerker for people that may not know.
I'm excited for this one.
Thanks, guys. I got to make this quick because I actually have a softball game that I'm supposed to be at.
All right.
I got my jersey on and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Beardzerker is a parody of Keanu Reeves, his entire movie career, as well as the new Berserker book that he's doing with Boom Studios. So if you like just kind of Mad Magazine style humor, it's pretty violent, but in a comedic way. There's a lot of vengeance and slapstick, and he's got a sidekick cat that he calls Cat Stevens. He's awakened from a 40-year coma, and now he's set to right all the world's wrongs. We're well over our goal was 7,000, and we hit that, and so we're doing really well. We're a little behind on schedule for our art, but it's not Keith's fault. It's our other guy's fault. I did want to ask you, Keith, if you could zoom in. I wanted to show some of the stretch goals that I actually have physical.
Is that down on the bottom?
I was going to say, if you can make me solo, I can kind of show you guys.
Yeah.
So originally we had these guitar picks done, these prototypes, and I was
cool. Can you hold it up to the camera a little more? Awesome.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say I liked them. They have this cool kind of abalone shell background, but I really didn't like the way that the artwork. It's kind of small and not very detailed.
Yeah.
So we went back again to a new guy that specializes in guitar picks.
Oh,
so this is the new one, which is a lot better, a lot more vibrant.
Yeah, you can see it so clear now.
Yeah, so everybody's gonna get one of these that backs, and it's got it's nice and thick. You can, definitely play guitar with it.
Same thing I was saying to Johnny, Don, like the marketing, the stuff you're doing for the campaign. Awesome.
Thanks, bud.
Ties in so well. It's really
I appreciate it. And I sent you one of these.
Yeah, yes, I have a beard. You can get an actual beard with the campaign, which is amazing.
The world's worst tasting beard.
Yes.
From China. We just had some nice little magnets made for some of our
Very
backers.
cool.
That's going to go out. And then these just came, the hollow sticker of Jim O'Reilly's
Oh, wow.
cover. So it's something we're going to build our backers. So we're ready to rock and roll once this thing hits the press. But I'm really excited. It's a lot of fun working with Keith and Bill Mouse. The best deal, I think the best bang for the buck is the feature tier, which is $77. You'll get all 7 books, full color, 32 pages,
all the
lots of great covers.
How many covers is included in that?
We have 7 now. So you're going to get the regular one with, the Bill Mouse one. You're going to get one with She, Rainbow the Brute, U.S. Assassin. So we got a lot of nice guest stars.
I think I backed the movie cover, if I remember correctly.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Johnny.
I can't wait, man. That looks so awesome. That's the one I got right there.
Pages.
The movie cover, that looks
some of these pages that Don added, which I came on as the letterer, and I'm very happy to work on this project.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, very fun.
Everybody, Keith is a great letterer. I would say, without a doubt, hire him if you need a letterer.
Oh, thanks.
But anyways, guys, I'd hate to just pitch
Don.
and run,
Appreciate
but I gotta go. I gotta go
Don.
literally pitch.
Yeah, we kept you waiting for so long, which is I'm just happy you joined us for a few minutes, and I'll talk to you soon, man. Thanks for jumping on.
Okay, guys, nice to meet everyone.
Great to see you.
Campaign looks great. Okay,
thank
bye,
you, Don. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Don. I don't know if you guys know Don. You guys might know his work going back to the 80s. Like he used to do adolescent radioactive black belt hamsters and X-Files Reloaded. So he was a force to reckon with in the 80s as far as independent comics goes. Yeah, guys doing it, man. It's awesome. He's great to work with too. So Johnny, we've been going about an hour and 15 minutes. I was just gonna say I'd love to be able to maybe give everybody last chance to just kind of pitch where they can be found, their projects. I really want to kind of give everybody else the opportunity to make sure they can connect with audiences here. Yeah, before we do the final round of plugs, did Jesse or Ryan, did you guys have anything you wanted to share? Are you doing any websites or anything that you want to share or no?
No, I found something about Brick. I have I made a character sheet. You make an expression sheet for but I made an expression sheet for Brick.
All right, hang on. Let me do a solo layout here.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So awesome.
That's great. 25 essential expressions. So now Brick is your own comic? Is that what it is, Ryan?
Well, he's in the ether right now. He's mine, but he doesn't have a home yet. So
gotcha. Okay. So it's something you're working on.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I can't wait for that. I want to see that book happen. So
I look forward to seeing that at a convention soon,
Oh, me too. I hope so.
Awesome. Very cool. So all right, let's go around the room.
I was just saying, Jesse, you got anything?
Soon I'll be putting up for sale. I have an exclusive variant for Iron Face, which was a Kickstarter that Ian Chase Nichols did the artwork for.
Oh, cool. Now, do you sell direct off your Facebook, or do you have a website that you do
direct off Facebook for now? But I am working on a website. So
okay, so should people friend request you? Is that where they do it, or do you have a special page?
Either that or Instagram. Instagram's a good way of getting a hold of me. It's just at Lundberg Graphics. LUND.
Okay, let me share that in the chat so people can see that at Lundberg Graphics for everything.
Yeah. Pretty much, if you put that, you'll find me somewhere.
And there's only 10. There's only 10 of the Lundberg Graphics tier left on the campaign, by the way.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I saw that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So all right. So Phil,
Phil.
Go ahead. Give us, where can people find you? Where can people hit you up for maybe be part of a future anthology? Who knows?
Yeah, I'm pretty active on Twitter. I have an Instagram. I also pretty much share the same stuff, but mostly Twitter because it's, as a writer, it's mostly words that come out of my head. So yeah, I try to post whips, like works in progress all the time from different artists. I'm always, whenever I complete a script, I'm always like signaling that, this is paid work. I'm looking for an artist. Here's the script. Let me know what your ideas are. And see if that's usually how I find a lot of really phenomenal collaborators. But yeah, so it's Twitter, Instagram. I have my own personal website, which has previews of a lot of the stories that end up in Crackle. But yeah, I love chatting about writing comics, and I'm always trying to uplift, newer people trying to just get into comics, or just people that are just curious in general. Like I'm all about indie comics and just trying to help creators create.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like you're a positive force. You're not like one of those negative Nellies out there. So that's always good.
Not at all.
Yeah, that's great.
Phil, so after Crackle, what's the next thing? Do you have anything lined up or anything you want to tease? Or
well, I'm doing Crackle 3 in October, and that's already in production, and about half the stories are completed, but the other ones half are in production in various stages. But I want to, after 3 short story collections, I think it's about time I start doing like a 40, 50 page story. So I'm starting to slowly build, write that script, but it's just going to take some revisions because, I want to make sure the pacing's right. I'm not just, it doesn't feel bloated. So, but yeah, hopefully 2021, or we're in 2020. Holy smokes.
I make that same mistake all the time.
Well, it's because we've lost a year,
happened.
So yeah, late 2022, hopefully, my longer form story will be in some type of foreign production. I can just be sharing some character sketches and stuff.
Cool. Very cool. Something to look forward to.
Awesome.
How about you, Ryan? Any convention appearances? Anything you want to shout out? Where can people find you?
Well, you can find me on Facebook mostly, the Art of Ryan Santos.
Okay.
I have Twitter and Instagram. I don't use them quite as much, but it's good to be, I'm there, and Ryan Draws too.
Okay.
Let's see. I have a cover for Hellion number 5. It's on newsstands now.
Oh,
Jim
yeah?
Savard.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me take a look.
Awesome.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
That's a little, yeah.
I remember standing next to Jim in line, waiting to get into Boston Comic Con, and I had my copy of Sartana #1 under my arm, like I was Stallone with the Rocky script, walking down the streets of New York, and he had Hellion #1, and it was
cool.
we were just chit chatting, and it was just funny. It's like he was literally one of the very first independent creators I met locally, just by happenstance, because we were waiting in line next to each other. Actually, now that I mention that, that's how I met Joe Martinez, the illustrator on Surrounded by Death. We were waiting in line to get into the Walking Dead panel. And I was like,
That's
I
funny.
make comic books.
I met
That's
him
awesome.
at a convention too. I think it was Rhode Island. And we just, he said, I really like your work. And we just started talking and,
Yeah.
worked out. Yeah.
Very cool.
Like
Very
on my
cool.
campaign page, like I like to show that I've met in person a lot of my collaborators if possible,
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
And then how about you, Jesse? You we said at Lundberg Graphics, you have anything coming up?
Let me see. I'm gonna be at Granite State Comic-Con. I think it's September.
Mid-September, I think.
Yeah, Bangor, and then the Monster Expo.
Oh, okay. We'll see you there.
Expo, yeah.
And we should also mention Jesse did a cover for me for my Mighty Mascots campaign.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he did a variant cover for issue 4. So that's awesome. If I have any extra, I'll probably have them at the show, and then I got to give you some eventually as well. So, which would be awesome. And those are the only 3 appearances you guys have coming up?
Off the top of my head at the moment, yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, it's there's some that haven't come back yet. So.
Gotcha. Yep, I hear you. Awesome. And then everyone obviously follow Johnny. back surrounded by death. That's why we're here, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I was just gonna say, it's like I purposely set a low goal, and I, purposely had a small margin on the books, but I was really hoping to overperform with volume, because I mean, a lot of it, Surrounded by Death, was made in a collaborative agreement with no compensation. We were just a group of creators that wanted to get together and tell this story. So
Awesome.
that's kind of what we did, and this would be paying us out. This is how we get paid. So
very cool. Yeah, and definitely set some money aside for that shipping, because that shipping is gonna be a killer, dude.
I opted for international a little, maybe like foolishly. I don't know if it was.
Did you get any international orders?
Or? I did get a bunch of international orders. So now I'm a little worried. I'm a little nervous. But we'll see how it goes.
What country?
Yeah, what country?
Pakistan.
Wow, really?
Hold on, it's in the community tab. Give me 1 second. Switzerland, Pakistan, Netherlands, Italy, Canada.
Well, Canada probably won't be too crazy.
One.
Yeah, that'll be
Canada will be okay. Yeah.
Pakistan, on the other hand, which thing did they back? Did they back just the comic, or?
Will it tell me? I don't know if it'll
tell me.
Might not
tell you. Might not tell you to the end.
I'd have to look at probably deep into my dashboard.
It's gonna be the top tier. Watch.
No. So actually, the one thing I did set was that I only did flats for international.
Oh, good idea.
So
good idea.
It's only going to be a book, or nothing
might be able to get away with like a post office, like a first class international or something on some of those, which is much cheaper.
Oh, maybe it was a digital. Maybe it was a digital bundle.
Yeah, it could be digital too, which would be nice.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I love the digitals. I love the hey, here you go, no reward necessary donations. I got a lot of those from close personal friends, which was beautiful. And yeah. Oh, Phil, I noticed that you shared something in a private chat. Is that public or private? Can that be?
That's private. That's for you folks.
Oh, just us.
Thanks,
okay,
buddy.
all right.
Yeah,
you got it, man. Thank you so much for that.
Cut and paste mode. So I'm glad you said that.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure that was okay.
Thank you, Phil. That's really nice of you. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up this special episode of Indie Comics Relay. All of you guys, in the future, if you have something that you want to promote, definitely feel free to hit us up. Try to do it a few months in advance, because the show is already
the schedule fills up.
I think we're already booking for October now, which is crazy.
Yeah, but when Crackle Volume 3 is ready, Phil, come talk to us. We'd love to have you back on.
For sure, this was great. I just posted something on Twitter, and I just clicked it, and I guess
you got in. Yeah, it's awesome, dude. It's nice to meet you too. So definitely come back. We'd love to do a full in-depth interview with you. Yep. But all right, guys. Well, so check out all those campaigns we showed tonight, and then come back to us next Wednesday. We'll be back live with, I believe, John Hervey from the Comic Ship, and he's got another campaign that he's doing as well. So we're going to be going campaign crazy, So
yep, absolutely.
All right, guys. So if you want to hang out after we go off live, we'll be in the green room in a few minutes. Otherwise, thanks for joining us, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Thank you.